Hey guys, let's get more news from Steelers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Steelers Friday mailbag: can the Steelers pull off the upset against the Bills? Does Rudolph end the game in victory formation, or will we be up so big that Tomlin rests him in the fourth quarter? Bulkultum. I admire the confidence, but it will be Josh Allen taking the knee out of victory formation if I had to bet my life on it. Okay, here is an easy one. So, do the Steelers finally win a playoff game this year? Paula Molecules, dude. I don't believe so. Though I do think the weather will play in their favor and keep the game within reach. Buffalo is as hot as any team in the NFL and have a top 3 quarterback in the world in Josh Allen. Plus, their defense has been fantastic during this win streak. Given that Myles Garrett leads the world in pass rush win rate, but TJ beats him out in every actual stat imaginable, do you think Garrett just beats his man one-on-one and then stops and says, "My work here is done"? Kevin Epps. Myles Garrett rules, but I understand the irritation with the constant discussion of pass rush win rate. Especially when it's just a way to passive-aggressively bash TJ Watt. My issue with it is that yes, it is a useful stat, but some use it as the end-all be-all for their argument as to who the best pass rusher in the league is, which is asinine. Advanced stats are a great thing, but using one advanced metric as your Bible is the incorrect way to go about determining how good or bad a player is. If PFF wants to name Garrett as their Defensive Player of the Year, that's fine, he's great. I filled out my PFWA ballot and my vote went to Watt. A couple different questions for you. How will the defensive scheme change without Watt, and how do you think they will plan differently in his absence? And do you think Porter Jr., Benton, or Jones has had the biggest rookie impact this year? And who do you think will take the biggest step in year 2, SLC 33-33? I would say Porter has been the best out of all of them, but Jones has had the biggest impact. The run game wouldn't be what it is without him, which has made the offense actually watchable, especially as of late. Benton deserves a lot of love, as well. I am a big fan of the new ILBs, Holcomb, Roberts, Alexander, and I'm gonna include Miles Jack here too. I'd love to keep all of them next year, but that may be tough. In what order would you prioritize re-signing those who are headed toward FA in the offseason? The pen underscore is mightier. Roberts and Holcomb are both under contract in 2024. Personally, I'd keep both Alexander and Jack and waive Mark Robinson. Sorry, Mark Robinson. They wouldn't even necessarily have to waive Robinson if they wanted to keep him for special teams. Carrying 5 off-ball linebackers would be one more than most teams carry, but it's not completely unheard of. Watch, Bills release Best of Players mic'd up in 2023. The Bills have a weekly tradition throughout the 2023 season, going all the way back to the summer. A player will be mic'd up. From Josh Allen to Jordan Poyer to more, we've gotten great insights into games thanks to players wearing the microphone during games. The team was nice enough to take all the best of those and put it together in one video. Joshua Patrick Allen, born May 21, 1996, is an American football quarterback for the Buffalo Bills of the National Football League, NFL. He played college football at Wyoming, where he was a bowl game MVP, and was selected 7th overall by the Bills in the 2018 NFL Draft. Allen had a breakout season in 2020 when he led the Bills to their first division title and playoff victory since 1995 en route to an AFC Championship game appearance. He also set the Bills' franchise records for single-season passing yards and touchdowns, while earning Pro Bowl and second-team All-Pro honors. During his Buffalo tenure, he has led the team to a total of 5 playoff appearances, 4 consecutive division titles, and 4 postseason victories. Allen grew up on a 3,000-acre, 1,200 hectares, cotton farm near Firebaugh, California, a small town about 40 miles, 64 kilometers, west of Fresno, California. Steelers, considered favorites to sign projected $20 million Pro Bowler. While running backs weren't the root of the team's problems last season, there will be one player on the market who could be a strong option in the backfield, Titans running back Derrick Henry, who will be a free agent this offseason. According to Bookies.com, the Steelers are the favorites to sign Henry as a free agent, coming in at plus 350 odds, which approximates a 22.2% chance of signing him. The Cincinnati Bengals are second on the list of potential teams with over 500, 16.7%, and the Raiders are third with over 600, 14.3%. At over 850, the Giants are the only other team with better than a 10% chance of signing Henry. The Patriots will enter the offseason with 3 running backs under contract: Ramondre Stevenson, the presumed starter, who will be in the final year of a $1.2 million contract, as well as journeyman JaMycal Hasty, $1.4 million, and Kevin, 2022 sixth-round pick, Harris, $985,000. The Patriots terminated Hasty's contract and, assuming they exercise it, will have $2.2 million in running back cap space. There is an option for the Steelers to sign Ezekiel Elliott, who played well, but without a doubt, Henry would be an upgrade. Of course, Henry is 30 years old, which is typically past the expiration date for running backs in the NFL. But there are exceptions, and based on how Henry played last year, he should be considered one of them. He's not the 2,000-yard rusher, one of 8 in NFL history, that he was in 2020, but Henry carried 1,167 yards and 12 touchdowns, and ranked second in the NFL in both categories. Henry led the championship with 280 runs, and despite this, he didn't let up all season. He was named to the Pro Bowl squad, the 4th time in his career he has done so. Henry is not only a former 2,000-yard rusher who made history, but he also led the NFL in yards and touchdowns twice and is one of the great workhorses in the history of the game. He scored double-digit touchdowns for 6 consecutive seasons and has led NFL carries 4 of the last 5 years. He'll be an interesting case study in free agency this winter because his talent is still there, but his age will be a factor, as will the collapse of the running back market. Spotrac projects him to get just a 1-year deal worth $4.3 million, which seems absurdly low, and Pro Football Focus has him getting a more reasonable 2-year deal worth $20 millions. It's impossible to say what the Patriots will do at quarterback next season, but whether it's bringing in a veteran or drafting a young player, having Henry on defense could be a good security blanket. He is a solid receiver in the flat and totaled 214 yards on 28 catches last year. Signing Henry would leave Stevenson in limbo, coming off a difficult year that saw him dealing with injuries and losing races to Elliott. Stevenson missed 5 games and totaled 619 yards on 156 carries, for an average of 4.0 yards per carry. That's not bad. Henry averaged 4.2 yards last year, but it's off the 5.0-yard average he had the year before when he ran for 1,040 yards. It will also help that Henry is a well-respected veteran who could help Mayo in their transition to the head coaching role. After his final game at Tennessee, Henry addressed the fans with a short but elegant farewell speech. The Beer and Ball Pod Twitter/X account posted it with the caption, "Derrick Henry's goodbye to Tennessee." And you fan, what do you think of the Derrick Henry situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.